We were engaged by the Weston Town Center Planning Committee to do a master plan for the town center. And we got started, I guess, about 6 months ago. One of our first observations when we came after doing some historical research is that Weston has this amazing resource, the town green, that was designed by Arthur Shercliffe, an important landscape architect in 1911. But it's really disconnected from the rest of the town center. So one of our first intuitions with the thinking that we did was to better connect the town green to the commercial heart of the town center where everybody shops and meets each other to make it seem more like one place and not two places.
And one thing that was really interesting about the town green is that it was designed, as Tim said, in 1911, and there really hasn't been a whole lot of town center planning since then, or major changes to the town center. So this is really a once in a generation or even once in a century opportunity to really rethink how the town center works and make it more of a destination. And so you, as citizens of Weston, have an opportunity to be a part of that decision. In town meeting on November 29th, you'll have a chance to vote on design fees to take the designs that we're going to be talking about today all the way to be ready for construction.
One of our other observations is that there is a lot of asphalt at this intersection. And so requiring two crosswalks to get from the Walgreens and from the shopping area across to the green. So our idea was to reduce the asphalt, reduce the length of the sidewalks, which would make the connections much easier and also improve safety.
Standing right here in sort of the commercial heart of the town center, right next to the Brothers Supermarket and these other businesses. So this is sort of the primary parking destination for the town center. And we noticed that we have these multiple redundant drive aisles and many different options of places to park. And so when you're coming in to look for a parking space, you have to make all these choices, and you might go one way and then realize that you didn't find any space and you have to do a lot of complicated looping around. So we thought maybe we could consolidate the parking closer to the destination and simplify all of the circulation so that you come in and you make one choice and you know where to go and you're directed towards the most convenient spaces, but then you have this rational loop of where to go if you don't find a space exactly where you want.
The other advantage of this strategy was that we were able to capture a new open space up on Boston Post Road that relates directly across the street, and then it relates directly to the town green. And that is another advantage of rethinking the parking layout. It's more functional, but it also means that the pedestrian connections work better.
So at this location, you can see a couple of the things that we're hoping to address with this plan. One is that the sidewalks in many locations aren't really contiguous, so they might jog to the right or the left, or change levels, or just be broken up by driveways. So we're hoping to make the sidewalks more continuous, make them more level and better connected so that people of all ages can walk down the sidewalk more easily and more safely.
At the town vote on November 29th, you're going to have two choices. One is to fund the design of the master plan, which we've talked about today. The other is to fund the design of the master plan and the burying of the utilities. As you can see, the utilities are relatively unsightly, but one of the other advantages of burying the utilities is that we can plant street trees on the south side of Boston Post Road and put light fixtures on both sides of the street and not just one.